Hi there and welcome. My name is Katia. Today we're going to be doing a 1 hour mat Pilates beginner intermediate class. We're going to be using an overball, small ball, and a resistance band. So we're going to start standing with a resistance band, standing with our feet hip width apart. We're going to lift our toes off the ground, spread them wide, trying to keep the spread and place the toes back on the ground. We're going to have a quick glance at our inner arches of our feet. If they're slightly collapsed inwards, see if you can pull them a little bit up off the ground. We're going to look at our knees, so we want to have them slightly bent. If they're hyperextended, it can affect the curvature of the lower back, create a larger curvature, so we want to kind of have it more neutral. So engage your abdominal muscles slightly and keep your knees slightly bent. We're also going to think about creating length through the back of our spine, through the crown of our head. So thinking about elongating, inhaling up, exhaling over. So just starting to warm up the shoulders. Inhale up and exhale to the back. Inhale up, exhale to the back. So we want to have the elastic band slightly stretched. We don't want it to be completely loose, and we don't want to stretch it too much in the beginning. So kind of something very gentle in the beginning for a warm-up. Inhaling up and exhaling down. So we're going to continue with side bend. So we're going to inhale, side bend, exhale back to the center. Inhale, side, and exhale to the center. So thinking about creating a long movement up and long movement over. Also mind your shoulders, so we don't want our shoulders to be close to our ears, so try to really keep your shoulders relaxed even though our arms are up. Inhale, side, exhale back to the center. Inhale, side, exhale back to the center. So we're going to continue with another movement. So we're going to flex our elbows, so bending our elbows, our arms, and the elastic band behind our back. So exhaling down, inhaling up, exhaling down, inhaling up. Just continuing to warm up the upper body. We're going to continue to do a twist. So we want our arms to be stretched. We want our elbows to be straight. We want our pelvis to stay in the center. So try to create a movement from the waist up and not involve the pelvis. So the pelvis keeps looking to the front and the movement is from the waist up. Exhale, twist. Inhale, back to the center. Exhale, twist. Inhale back to the center. We're going to continue now and we're going to create circles. So we're going to round our back, come up and extend our back. So I'm just going to show you from the side so it will be a little bit more clear. So we're going to start with a side bend and we're going to round our back and come up and extend our back, opening the chest. Exhale, round, inhale, up. Exhale, round, inhale, up. Try to keep your knees slightly bent. So we're just going to do the same starting from the other side, rounding our back on the exhale, inhaling up and opening the chest. So we're going to place the elastic band on the ground and we're going to continue to our roll down and roll up. So basically it's just an exercise to articulate the spine, to kind of create more space between the vertebrae. So I'm going to show you from the side, so perhaps it'll be more clear. So feet hip width apart, keeping our knees slightly bent, chin to chest, the head is heavy, and slowly coming down, allowing the head to stay heavy, the arms completely relaxed and kind of floating, and slowly coming up, shoulders to the back, and starting again, inhale, and on the exhale, starting to slowly come down, keeping the knees softly bent, allow the arms to float, the head to remain heavy, and slowly coming back up and shoulders to the back and continuing. Really creating articulation in the spine. Slowly coming up. So from here we're going to come to the ground. We're going to lie down on our back, place the head on the ground, and we're going to bring our knees to our chest. So we're going to hold our knees with the hands, and we're going to start rolling from side to side. So really try to bring your knees as close to your chest as you can. And you can see if you can maybe create a larger movement. So roll more to the right, more to the left. And if your head is not kind of comfortably lying on the ground, so you can take a pillow or a blanket and put under it. So we're going to continue to create circles with our legs, so keeping the legs bent, just warming up the hip joints. We're going to twist to one side, just a quick twist to each side. And from here we're going to grab our ball, place it in between our knees, and place our feet on the ground. So we're going to place our arms long by the sides of our body. We're going to keep our shoulders down away from our ears, and the head is comfortable on the ground. So we're going to now create some movement with our pelvis. So we're going to rotate it to the back, allowing the lower arch of the back to flatten on the ground, and then rotate the pelvis to the front, which means the upper back is lifting off the ground. So just creating this movement a few times, rolling to the back and rolling to the front. Then we're going to stop somewhere in the middle. It's called neutral spine. So just the natural curvature of the lower back. And we're going to place our arms by the sides of our body if you move them. And we're going to start creating movement with our spine. It's called the bridge exercise. So we're rotating our pelvis to the back, flattening the lower back on the ground. We're lifting our pelvis off the ground and releasing each vertebra at a time. And slowly, slowly coming back down, coming back to neutral spine, neutral curvature of the lower back. So inhale to prepare and exhale, slowly come down. Inhale to prepare and exhale, slowly come up. So really we're trying to create movement in each vertebra of the spine. So kind of trying to separate between the vertebrae instead of going up and down as one piece. So where you're just going to connect back to the breath and to the awareness also of the engagement of the abdominals. So inhale through the nose, and we're going to exhale through the mouth and engage our abdominals. So thinking about belly button towards the spine, in this case, kind of towards the mat, towards the ground. Also engagement of the pelvic floor muscles, if you would like to add the awareness of those muscles as well. So kind of thinking about, as if you're holding your pee very slightly. This is on the exhale. Now we're going to straighten the right leg forward off the ground and just squeeze the ball on the exhale and release on the inhale. So we do this a few times and just the same with the other leg as well. So exhale, squeeze, inhale, release. Just a few times with each leg. Placing both our feet back on the ground, we're going to slowly come up again to bridge position. This time we're going to stay there. So what we did on the ground now with one leg in the air, we're going to do the same while the pelvis is in the air. So first just squeeze the ball in the exhale and release on the inhale while both feet are on the ground. Just a few times, both feet on the ground. And then we're straightening our right leg. We're squeezing the ball on the exhale, releasing the ball on the inhale. Try to keep your pelvis stable. So 5 times with each leg. So we changed our leg already. And then slowly, slowly come back down. So just resting for a moment, and we're going to very soon come back up again to bridge position. So we're in bridge position again. This time we're going to bring our arms up into the air, and again just squeezing the ball on the exhale while the right leg is off the ground, releasing on the inhale. So this demands of the body more control, and then changing legs. So squeeze on the exhale, release on the inhale. And after you've done a few times with each leg, slowly come down back to the ground. So we're going to interlace our fingers behind our head, and we're going to do some chest lifts. So inhale to prepare, and then on the exhale, engage your abdominals, squeeze the ball, and slowly come up. And inhale, coming back down. Exhaling, slowly come up, and inhale, come back down. So keep your head heavy into your hands, and keep some distance between your chin and your chest, some gap. So try not to have them kind of touch one another. So engage your abdominals, squeeze the ball, and come up on the exhale, and inhale, come back down. And we're going to continue to obliques. So exhale, come up to one side, inhale, come down, and exhale to the other side, and come back down. Try to keep your pelvis stable. So try not to allow it to move from side to side. Exhale, up and in a diagonal, and inhale back. So from here, we're going to place our arms about 45 degrees away from the body. The ball is still in between our knees. We're going to lift our legs off the ground, and we're going to start twisting our lower body from side to side. So inhale, twist. Exhale, come back to the center. So try to keep both your shoulders on the ground while you're doing this. So the opposite side of the pelvis lifts off the ground, but try to keep the opposite shoulder on the ground. Inhaling side, exhaling back. So if you want to make this slightly more challenging, so you can straighten your legs towards the ceiling and continue the same movement. And if you want it even a little bit more challenging, so you can take the legs even further away from your body, lower them towards the ground, it will be more challenging. So you decide. And we're going to bring our knees toward our chest and just move our head gently from side to side. So from here, we're going to bring our arms over our head. We're going to try and keep our ribs kind of not flaring out, but kind of inwards towards the center of our body, towards our back. So exhaling up and inhaling down. So squeeze the ball, engage your abdominals and come up. Inhale, come down. So if you have sensitivity in your neck, you can place the hands under your head for support. And if it's too much for your back, your lower back, you can place your feet on the ground. So squeeze the ball, engage the abdominals and come up on the exhale, and on the inhale, come back down. And we're going to add something. So we're straightening the legs forward when we come up and flex them, bend them again when we come down. If it's too much for you, just keep your knees bent. And the lower you straighten the legs, the harder it gets. And from here, we're going to stay up, bend our knees, and just, again, a little bit more obliques, so kind of side to side. So try to keep your pelvis stable, just like a penguin from side to side. And come back down. So take the ball out, place it on the ground, knees towards your chest, and move your head gently from side to side. And then also roll from side to side, just to release both the neck and also the lower back. So from here, we're going to straighten the left leg on the ground. And we're going to take our elastic band and we're going to wrap it around the right foot. We're going to bring our elbows to the ground. Shoulders down away from the ears. And we want to stretch to create a stretch in the back of the leg. Also, again, just a reminder that if it's not comfortable for your neck, you can use a cushion or a blanket or a towel under your head. So when we're doing the stretch, so we want to think about really straightening the knee as much as we can and also flexing the foot as much as we can. So it means toes towards your face. So before kind of hurrying up and bringing the thigh closer to our chest. We want to first straighten our knee as much as we can and flex our foot to really feel the stretch. And then if we need more of a stretch, we can bring our thigh a little bit closer to our chest. So for now, we're going to start moving our leg to the right and to the left. So inhaling, opening the leg to the right, and exhaling, moving it to the left. So opening the leg to the right, try to keep the pelvis still. And then when the leg is moving to the left, then the pelvis, the right side of the pelvis can lift. Inhale, open. Exhale, left. And now we're going to start creating circles with our leg. So the circle can be as big or as small as it's possible for you today at this moment. So we want our pelvis to stay as still as possible, and then whichever range of motion created from the hip joint from that point. So try not to allow the pelvis to move from side to side. We're going to change the direction of the movement. So engage your abdominal slightly so it will help the pelvis to stay more stabilized. Bend your knee, bring it closer to your chest, do a few circles with a foot, and twist to the side for a nice stretch. Now lengthen both legs on the ground before we start with the other side, the other leg, and just see how it feels. What are the sensations in the leg that was moving as opposed to the leg that was still on the ground? So we're going to start with the left leg. So wrapping the TheraBand elastic band around your left leg. Again, placing the elbows on the ground, shoulders are down away from the ears. We're going to start with a static stretch, just as we did on the other leg. So try to straighten the knee and flex your foot as much as you can before hurrying up and bringing the thigh closer to your chest. Really feel the stretch. If it feels like you can do it more, then bring the thigh closer to your chest. We're going to start opening the leg to the side, to the left, and then bring it to the right. So opening to the left and exhaling to the right. So opening to the left, try to keep your pelvis still. And then when the leg is moving to the right, allow the pelvis to lift off the ground. So we're going to start with our circles. So this time you want to just keep again the pelvis as still as you can. So engage your abdominal muscles for that. The circle can be as big or as small as possible for you while the pelvis is staying still, changing the direction of the movement. So we're going to come back to the center, bend our knee, and twist to the right. And we're going to straighten the leg on the ground so both legs are straight. And again, just feeling the sensations in the legs. How does it feel now when both legs were moving? So now we're going to take our ball again and we're going to place it under our pelvis. So we're just going to first check that the ball is not under the lower back, but actually under the pelvis. We're going to lift the right leg bent, bring it back to the ground, and then do the same with the left leg. So alternate. And we're going to also add opposite arm, lifting the opposite arm overhead. So opposite arm and leg lifting off the ground. So the fact that the ball is under our pelvis, it's going to create a little bit of this, we'll need to balance ourselves more, which works the core muscles more. So we're going to make it slightly more challenging. So now one leg is going down and back up, and then the other leg. So try to keep a 90-degree angle between the back of the thigh and the shin, and the foot doesn't actually have to touch the ground, or just as much as possible for you. If the movement that you can create at this moment is smaller, then create a smaller movement. Inhaling down and exhaling up. So we're also going to add the opposite arm. So we moved our arms to the same height as the shoulders, the same line as the shoulders. When one leg is going down, the opposite arm is going up. Inhale and exhale. Inhale and exhale. Try to keep the abdominal slightly engaged, so it will help you with balancing more on the ball. Just let's rest for a moment, bring our knees closer to our chest. We're going to straighten the legs up in the air, and also we're going to raise our arms off the ground. So again, just making it slightly more challenging. So inhale, open the legs to the split, and exhale, close. Inhale, opening to the split, and exhale, close. And now we're going to also add movement with the arms. So opposite arms and leg movement. And yes, this will require more stabilization. So all of this engages the core muscles more. So continue to breathe. And bring your knees towards your chest. Rest for a moment. So now we're going to do like a bicycle movement with our legs. And at the same time, and yes, there was a very big bug that flew into the room. So just coordination. So circling our arms while our legs are are creating a bicycle movement. And we're going to bring our knees toward our chest. We're going to place our feet on the ground, and we're going to create circles with our pelvis on the ball. So just to release this area. It's a very nice movement. And change the direction. We're going to bring the right knee towards our chest and straighten the left leg on the ground. So if it doesn't work for you in terms of balancing on the ball with both hands over the right knee, you can place one of the hands, one of the arms on the ground. So we just want to stretch those muscles that connect between the pelvis and the front of the thigh. So we're going to switch legs. So we want to pull our knee closer to our chest, while the other leg that's on the ground, we want to kind of keep the knee straight and bring the leg as close to the ground, the thigh as close to the ground as possible. And we're going to take the ball out and come up, and we're going to place the ball in between the shoulder blades, just for a moment, opening up the chest, opening up the elbows. So we're just going to do a few chest lifts here as well. So just from kind of a more open position of the chest, a more extended back. And we're going to also add lifting each leg to 90 degrees and doing a few more of oblique movements. So exhaling, engaging the abdominals, coming up, and inhaling down. And then we're going to again come up to a chest lift and straighten the leg forward to a 45-degree angle. And then we're going to change our legs. And from here, we're going to lift one leg and then the other leg off the ground. And then again, a little bit more obliques from side to side. So we're turning towards the opposite leg. Keep abdominals engaged. And then just relax for a moment, opening the chest, opening the arms to the sides, feet on the ground. And gently roll to the side, come up, and put the ball away. And we're going to be on all fours. So our knees are going to be under our hips, and our hands are going to be under our shoulders, spreading the fingers wide. And we're just going to do a few cat and cow, so basically just rounding the back and then extending the back. Exhaling round, inhaling extend. Try to push the ground actively away with your hands. And then we're just going to improvise slightly, so kind of doing a small improvised dance with your body. Don't think about it too much, just move in different directions, different heights. So if you moved your hands, bring them back under your shoulders. We're going to thread the needle, so keeping the right hand on the ground. Inhale, twisting to the left. Exhaling through to the right. Inhaling up and open. Exhale through. Placing the hand back on the ground and changing. So now the right arms off the ground. Try to keep your pelvis over your knees. So we're going to take our TheraBand, our elastic band, and we're going to place it under the right knee. And we're just going to check that we're able to straighten the elbow when we're going to lift the arm. So make sure you have enough length of the band so you'll be able to straighten your arm, straighten the elbow. So we're going to start with opposite arm and leg. So we're going to be moving. We're going to be moving the right arm and the left leg. So yes, just needed to adjust a little bit to the room size. So extending and placing the hand and the knee back on the ground. So extend and back to the ground. Inhale, exhale. Inhale, exhale. So in this case, if you want to actually change the breath, no problem. So if you feel more comfortable with exhaling when you're stretching the arm and leg, that might feel more comfortable for you because this is where more of the effort is. So please do that. So now, without placing the hand and knee on the ground, we're just going to keep them up and basically do the same, keeping them off the ground. So push the ground away, the left hand. Just resting for a moment. And we're going to continue opening the arm and the leg to the sides. So opening the right arm to the right and the left leg to the left. Inhale, open, exhale, back. And let's just rest for a moment before starting the other side. So resting in a child's pose. So let's go ahead and do the other side. So we're going to now place the band under the left knee. Placing the right hand under the shoulder, shoulder down, inhale and exhale. Inhale and exhale. Again, if it feels, regarding the breath, if it feels like you need to exhale on the extension of the arm and leg, please do that. So now we're going to continue without placing the hand and knee back on the ground, so keeping them off the ground. Inhale and exhale. Keep pushing the ground away with the right hand. Keep your abdominals engaged, so belly button towards your spine. Let's rest for a moment. Clean the floor. And continue. So inhale, open to the sides. Exhale, back to the center. Just needed to readjust for a moment, but please continue. Push the ground away. And let's rest in a child's pose, and we can circle our hands, releasing our wrists. Breathe. So we're going to move the elastic band, and we're going to lay on our belly. So what we're going to do first is place our hands on top of each other and then place the forehead on our hands. So shoulders down away from the ears. We're going to keep our arms on the ground for the first few repetitions. We're going to make a small movement, so basically lengthen and lift our chest slightly off the ground. Keeping the neck long, the gaze is towards the ground. So we're going to continue now. We're going to add our arms. So now the forehead is resting on our hands and also the arms are coming off the ground together with our chest and head. Inhaling up, exhaling down. So we're working on our back muscles a little bit more. So from here, we're going to extend our arms over our head, shoulders down away from the ears. We're going to come up and do like a swimming motion. So inhaling up and bending our elbows and bringing the arms back over our head. So coming up, bending our elbows, arms overhead, coming down. Inhale and exhale. Keep your abdominals slightly engaged. And just resting for a moment. So we're going to bring our arms long by the sides of our body, and we're going to come up with our chest, head, and arms, thinking about lengthening through the crown of our head and coming up. Inhale up, exhale down. Inhale up, exhale down. Staying up and just creating circles with our shoulders and shoulder blades. And we're going to relax, rest for a moment. Again, forehead on our hands, kind of rocking ourselves from side to side, moving our pelvis from side to side. And placing the hands by the side of our body, coming up to a cobra position, extending our back for a moment, and coming down and back to a child's pose. And gently moving the head from side to side. And we're going to extend our arms overhead and walk our arms to the left and bring our pelvis a little bit to the right. So kind of just lengthening through the right side of our body. And breathing, inhaling to the right side of our body. And then doing the same to the other side. So walking our hands to the right, pelvis to the left, breathing into the left side of our body. And and then slowly coming back to the center and coming up. So what we're going to do now is lie on our side, and before we do that, we're going to take our TheraBand, bring our legs together, and then tie a knot with our TheraBand, so kind of a double knot, so a TheraBand stays there. And the tighter you will tie it, it will be a little bit more challenging. So you can either place the lower arm long under your hip or have the elbow flexed. So start with our knees bent and try to have the pelvis away from your waist to kind of elongate the side of the body and have the pelvis, kind of both sides of the pelvis stacked on top of each other. We're going to do inner and outer rotation of the hip. So it means knee towards knee and heel towards heel. And try to keep the pelvis without movement as much as you can. Try to keep it stable. And then the same movement, just have it more fluid. So knee to knee and heel to heel. Keep the side of the body long. So really creating length between, more length on the side of the body. So we're lengthening the left leg and lifting it up and down. So we're going to rest for a moment, and then we're going to also lengthen the right leg, the lower leg. And then we're going to allow one leg to come off the ground and down. Sorry, one leg up, then the lower leg up, lower leg down, and upper leg down. Now you can also lengthen, straighten the upper arm towards the ceiling. So keep your abdominals slightly engaged to help you with the balance. And now we're going to do like a scissors or like a walking motion with the legs, one leg to the front, one leg to the back. So the gaze is forward, keeping the back of the neck long. And we're going to relax for a moment, bend our knees, tap on the side of our hip just to release a little bit. And we're going to do the same on the other side. So we're going to start with our knees bent. And again, you want to make sure that you have length on the side of your body. So kind of have the pelvis away from the ribs, from the rib cage. And inner and outer rotation. So knee to knee and heel to heel. Kind of making it a more fluid motion, knee to knee and heel to heel. And we're going to straighten the upper leg, lengthen it and bring it slightly up, and lengthening it and slightly and down. Trying to make sure that the pelvis doesn't collapse towards the rib cage. Resting for just a moment, and then lengthening the upper leg and lengthening the lower leg, and then the upper leg goes up, the lower leg goes up, lower leg goes down, upper leg goes down. So if you find it hard to stabilize yourself, then you can always place the hand on the ground in front of you. And if you want to have it just slightly more challenging, you're welcome to straighten the arm towards the ceiling. So try to keep the pelvis still. And now we're going to create this walking motion, scissors. Keep the abdominal slightly engaged. Keep looking towards the front, back of the neck long. And then we're going to relax. And we're going to open the knot, release the TheraBand. And from here, just kind of a last challenge. So we're going to do a plank. So we're going to start, and you can do as much as you can. If you have some sensitivity in the lower back, you can lift your pelvis slightly. Otherwise, we want to create like a long line from your shoulders to your heels. So the gaze is towards the ground. Keep the abdominals engaged. Keep breathing. Keep pushing the ground away, shoulders away from your ears. Abdominals engaged. Breathe. If you need to rest, take a rest. Breathe. And we're going to come down to child's pose, circling the hands, releasing the wrists. Placing our arms by the sides of our body, forehead on the ground, and just moving the head gently from side to side. And very gently and slowly we're going to come up, and we're going to take the ball and we're going to make like a massage with a ball. So feet on the ground. So tuck your shirt in if you're wearing a shirt. Tuck your shirt in your pants. And if you have long hair, so just hold it in your hands. And start kind of rolling the ball up and down the spine. So inhaling, opening the chest when the ball goes up, exhaling when the ball goes down. The pelvis is off the ground. Now we're bringing the pelvis down to the ground, and the ball is between our shoulder blades. So the arms, elbows are open to the sides. So I just needed to readjust myself. So again, the ball is between the shoulder blades. Now the legs can either be standing, bent, or straight. Also, they can be facing, the feet can be facing each other if you would like to, kind of opening to the side, up to you. Really whatever is more relaxing for you. And you can support the head with your hands, or if you feel that you don't need it, place the head on the ground. Or if you feel you need more support for the head, maybe placing a cushion under the head or a block. Just enjoying this opening of the chest. And gently bring the ball out and place the ball under your head. You can gently move your head from side to side, close your eyes. If it's not comfortable with a ball under your head, you can take the ball out and place the head on the ground. Just very gently continue to move your head from side to side. And you can allow this movement to stop in the center and just completely relax and let go. Allow your body to be heavy, sink into the ground. Let go of everything and relax. And very gently, we're going to start creating small movement in our fingers and our toes. Very, very gently and slowly, we're going to turn to one side and softly come up to a sitting position. Thank you so much for joining me today, and I will see you next time. Have a wonderful day.